So to cut a long story short, that was our first single, of course. You know, there's so much attached to that. My memories of To Cut a Long Story Short are just the most fantastic memories I think, out of all the Spandau's career together. Like I said, you know, it's when you're young, and time moves ever so fast when you're young. So, you know, the development and the involvement of something like forming a band, things happen like on a weekly basis, things now that would take possibly months now, you know, to come together. And of course, you know, when you're younger, you can take on anything, you can take on the world, and it's exactly what we were doing at the time. Us and our sort of fellow club goers to the Blitz and Billy's before that, we felt invincible. And of course, you know the story from the Blitz. You know, we became what was called the house band of the Blitz, even though we only played twice there. We kind of outgrew it really quickly, but then the whole movement outgrew the Blitz from that point. And people went their various ways. You know, the designers and the wordsmiths and the musicians and the photographers, and you know, we went off in our way and we signed a record deal. Eventually, we didn't even have a record deal when To Cut a Long Story Short was on the radio. I beg your pardon, because we'd recorded a demo for a guy called Peter Powell, who saw us there. I don't know if anyone remembers dear Peter. He was very instrumental and giving us a leg up and getting us on the radio eventually with that. So we had to hurry up and record the single for good, which we did. And I do remember, I think we signed a record deal in the October the 10th, 1980, and then went straight back to record the single. I know we were working in Trident. Trident was a recording studio off of Wardour Street, and now if you go along Wardour Street, just as you pass the marquee, what was a marquee on the right, there's a little alleyway, and you'll find a plaque just up there on the left, and it says that David Bowie recorded there. Of course he did, but so did a lot of other people, Queen and Elton John, and you know, the big acts of the time. And Spandau Ballet. We did the drum tracks there, or John Keeble did. So that's kind of special for me. The fact that, you know, you get to go to places as a young kid, recording studios where, you know, your heroes, if you like, recorded those tunes that meant so much to you as you were growing up. That was very special. So we went to finish the single, which we did. Immediate success, very happy, and as I said before, 500,000 sales. I think we were top 10, weren't we? I can't remember if it was, I've forgotten the chart position in the UK, but it, you know, it kind of went global really, and it just, for me, to cut a long story short, really, it really feels, I have a sense of nostalgia. I try not to be nostalgic, but how can you help it? It was groundbreaking. And to hear that song on the radio, I know where I was at the time when I heard it for the first time on the radio, sitting in my mum and dad's, I was living with my mum and dad, of course, sitting room, looking at the speaker. You know, it wasn't a great sound system, but oh my God, did that sound good coming out of the airwaves, over the airwaves that day, sitting in between two others. I only wish I remember what the other two were. I brought a tear to my eye. Yeah, I'm welling up now. So yeah, to cut a long story short, very special to me indeed.